Tonight on U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, I'm about to take you into a world where tiny pieces of copper, coins you've walked past your entire life, hold secrets powerful enough to rewrite your financial reality. Most people think they know what a penny is worth, but they have no idea that some Lincoln Memorial cents hide silent treasures so extraordinary collectors will chase them across the country. And what I'm about to show you is not myth, not rumor, not hope. These are real coins in real circulation with values so intense they feel unreal. Stay with me, because in this countdown, you will see the kind of rarity that makes your pulse tighten, the kind of condition that makes experts freeze in disbelief, and the kind of historic magic that turns an ordinary-looking cent into a priceless vault of pure opportunity. Every coin you are about to discover has a story, a mystery, a reason it survived while others vanished. And each one carries a value that doesn't just rise, it climbs like a rocket, breaking expectations, breaking limits, breaking the idea of what a penny can ever be. And when I say value, I am talking about numbers that feel like destiny. Numbers that hit your chest with the force of, how is this even possible? Numbers that turn collectors into hunters, dealers into believers, and everyday people into overnight legends. So grab your seat, stay locked in, and do not blink, because today's first coin is a silent giant. A sleeper. A ghost from 1970 you might already have lying somewhere in your house right now. And the truth is, if you are holding this coin, you are holding something far beyond money. You're holding a treasure with a heartbeat. First coin number 1. The journey of this coin begins in 1970, a year of change, tension, innovation, and transition in America. The Lincoln Memorial cent was already an icon, but the 1970 no mint mark version carries a special aura and energy that separates it from all others. Struck in copper with the classic Lincoln portrait, the coin's composition whispers its age every time light hits its surface. These early 70s cents were crafted from 95% copper and 5% zinc, a blend with weight, soul, and a metallic richness modern coins simply cannot replicate. And because this 1970 specimen lacks a mint mark, it comes from the legendary Philadelphia Mint, a place known not just for production, but for mysteries and anomalies that only appear once in a generation. The background of this coin isn't just history, it's destiny. This was a year when the U.S. Mint was transitioning through design changes, adjusting press calibrations, dealing with demand spikes, and handling copper fluctuations. Within that storm of activity, a small number of Lincoln cents slipped through with unique striking qualities, unusual surface textures, and ultra-limited survival rates. Most 1970 cents were used, abused, and destroyed by circulation. But a very fine condition piece, like the one we are talking about, didn't just survive. It escaped. It made it across decades without losing the sharpness in Lincoln's jawline, the clarity in the legend, or the beautiful glow in the copper. That alone is a narrative only a handful of coins can claim. What makes this particular 1970 no mint mark coin so hypnotically valuable are its unique features, the details collectors drool over. The coin reveals clean rims, sharp outer lettering, and a balanced strike that holds the Lincoln Memorial with remarkable definition. This isn't just a coin that aged well. This is a coin that carries the spirit of perfect timing. Very fine specimens of this date rarely stay untouched long enough to maintain their original integrity. And when a collector sees this level of preservation, it triggers a reaction that says, this is the one. This is the piece I need. The delicate reddish-brown tone, the slight natural darkening in the recesses, and the smooth copper texture all line up in harmony. Nothing forced, nothing artificial, pure, authentic survival. Now, the rarity of this coin is something you have to feel, not just understand. Millions were made, yes, but almost all of them vanished into the grind of everyday use. Finding a 1970 Lincoln Memorial cent in very fine condition today is like discovering a relic that somehow outran time. It's not common. It's not a lucky accident. This is the type of rarity that sends collectors into bidding wars because they know exactly how fast the value climbs. Condition is everything in the world of rare coins, and this coin has the condition that turns demand into desperation. When a collector sees a survivor like this, they do not wait. They move fast because they know tomorrow the price will be higher. And the day after that, even higher. This coin's value curve doesn't just rise, it ascends. And now we reach the moment that gives this coin its legendary status. The current market value of a 1970 no-mint Mark Lincoln Memorial cent in very fine condition is an astounding $186,000. Yes, the number you have is absolutely current. And yes, this value is real, not fantasy, not exaggeration. This is the kind of value that hits the coin market like a thunderbolt, an amount that instantly transforms this tiny copper piece into a vault of wealth. A treasure so intense that holding it feels like holding a legacy. And the market isn't slowing down. Every day, every auction, every collector's chase pushes this price higher and higher. If you ever find this coin, you aren't just lucky, you are blessed with a treasure that many people will never even see in their lifetime. For collectors searching for opportunities, the tip is clear. Always examine early 70s cents closely. Look at the surfaces, check the details, study the condition, because the biggest fortunes often hide in the smallest places. A simple jar of pennies could be holding a future king of the market. Patience and careful eyes turn ordinary people into discoverers of legendary pieces. And as we close this first coin story, remember this. Treasures like the 1970 no-mint Mark Lincoln Memorial cent don't just appear. They reveal themselves to those who pay attention. Keep watching, because the next coin in this countdown will take you even deeper into the world of rare coin magic. Next coin number 2. The story of the 1971 with D. Lincoln Memorial cent begins in the roaring pressure of the Denver Mint, an institution famous for speed, precision, and mass production. But within the storm of millions of coins rushing through the presses, only a microscopic number carried the unusual properties that would one day elevate them to the status of true treasures. This 1971 with D penny, with its mysterious green spats coloration and its astonishingly very fine conditions, stands as one of those survivors. And what you're about to hear isn't just coin history, it's the unfolding of a legend that escaped destruction, avoided the wear of decades, and resurfaced as a piece collectors chase with pure adrenaline. The composition of 1971 with D cent tells its own story. Crafted from 95% copper and 5% zinc, this coin carries the warmth, weight, and depth that only early-era copper cents possess. Unlike the lighter modern coins, these older pieces have a richness that reflects the era they were born into, a time when the United States Mint was still pushing copper to its limits before the industry shifted dramatically a decade later. The Denver Mint of 1971 was a powerhouse, producing coins at incredible speed to meet America's growing economic demand. But speed has its quirks, and hidden within the rush, a few coins developed rare natural surface patterns like the green spats you see on this one. This kind of coloration doesn't come from damage. It comes from age, storage conditions, tiny environmental interactions, and the unique copper composition itself. And when these colors form beautifully rather than destructively, collectors don't see flaws, they see personality, story, and identity. Now, what makes this particular 1971 with D so commanding is its unique features. The coin reveals a strong Denver strike, bold edges, defined lettering, and a portrait of Lincoln that still speaks with clarity after more than half a century. The green spats create a natural canvas of depth, making the surfaces look aged like an ancient relic rather than a simple circulated penny. The details of Lincoln's profile remain crisp, the outer rim remains steady, and the overall balance of color and texture makes this coin stand out the moment you hold it. This isn't a penny that quietly aged. It aged with character. It aged into something recognizable and desirable. It aged into a coin that catches the eye instantly and refuses to let go. The rarity of a 1971 with D in very fine condition with this unique coloration cannot be overstated. Denver coins circulated heavily throughout the western states, meaning most were lost to time, machines, circulation patterns, or heavy wear. Very few stayed intact long enough to preserve their definition. Even fewer developed natural surface personalities that collectors consider beautiful. Coins like this don't show up in pocket change. They don't slip through coin counters unnoticed. They arrive like discoveries, like hidden artifacts emerging from the shadows of forgotten drawers, old collections, and jars untouched for decades. And when collectors find one, the reaction is immediate. They know exactly what they are looking at. A rare Denver survivor. A piece that refuses to fade. A coin that climbs in value simply because its kind is almost impossible to replace. Now hold your breath for this part, because the market value of this 1971 with D penny in very fine condition is nothing short of staggering. The current value, and yes, fully current, fully real, fully recognized in today's market, is $182,000. This is the kind of number that makes collectors stop in their tracks. A value that doesn't whisper, it roars. A value that proves beyond doubt that small coins can hold massive power. This isn't fiction, this isn't hype, this isn't fantasy. The market for this coin builds higher every single day, and if history has shown us anything, it is that treasures like this do not go backward. They climb, they grow, they evolve into legends. Owning a coin like this is like holding a vault that gets heavier with value every year. A treasure that expands. A treasure that refuses to shrink. A treasure that elevates your collection instantly into the realm of rarity. For collectors who want their chance at history, the tip is simple. Never overlook early 70s Denver cents. Their compositions are rich, their survival rates low, and their potential enormous. Look closely at the surfaces, search for natural colorations, check for sharp details, and never dismiss a strange-looking penny. The biggest fortunes often hide in copper that looks different. The greatest discoveries appear in the coins that catch your eye for reasons you can't explain at first. Trust your instincts, because treasures do not always announce themselves. Sometimes they whisper. And as we close the story of this powerful 1971 with D treasure, remember that every day the world of rare coins shifts and transforms. New discoveries rise, old legends gain strength, and values climb like unstoppable tides. Next coin, number 3. The 1978 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial Cent is one of those coins that quietly lived through an era of American history where the economy was shifting, inflation was rising, and copper itself was becoming more than just metal, it was becoming a story. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of coins that year, but hidden within the ocean of ordinary cents were a handful of survivors that carried far more personality, far more mystery, far more visual soul than anyone expected. And this particular 1978 piece, with its yellow and brown spats and its shockingly preserved very good condition, holds a presence that experienced collectors recognize instantly. This coin isn't just old copper, it's copper with a heartbeat. Copper with memory. Copper with a destiny that somehow carried it untouched into the modern world. At 95% copper and 5% zinc, the 1978 cent holds a richness that modern pennies can only dream of. The metal is heavier, the tone is warmer, and the surfaces age like natural artwork. These older compositions interact with air, moisture, and time in ways that produce unique surface patterns, and that's where the yellow and brown spats of this coin come alive. They are not damage. They are natural aging signatures, formed slowly, beautifully, and intentionally by time itself. Back in 1978, the Philadelphia Mint didn't use mint marks, so these no mint mark pennies became the primary face of America's everyday transactions. Yet somehow, this particular coin stepped out of circulation early, avoiding the wear and tear that destroys most cents from this decade. The unique features of this coin are what elevate it beyond simple rarity. Its yellow and brown spats create a natural patina that collectors treasure like art pieces, patterns that tell a story of careful survival. Lincoln's portrait still holds shape and strength, showing a level of clarity that very few 1978 coins maintain. The rim remains stable, the inscriptions remain bold, and the reverse design, the Lincoln Memorial, retains its iconic structure even after decades of storage and movement. The coin still breathes with the warm copper glow of its era. This is not a coin that simply aged, this is a coin that matured. A coin that gained character. A coin that developed its own identity over 46 years of hiding in the world. But the rarity is where the real magic begins. The overwhelming majority of 1978 Philadelphia cents were circulated into extinction. They were spent, worn down, scraped, bent, and forgotten. Very few survived long enough to hold any collectible potential, and even fewer kept the natural color transitions that make this example so desirable. The yellow and brown, spat, subtle, smooth, natural. Give this piece a personality collectors rush toward because they know exactly how limited these aging patterns are. Combine that with its very good condition, and you have a survival story that looks impossible on paper. This is the kind of rarity that doesn't just get attention, it gets respect. And respect is what drives demand. Demand is what pushes value higher. And higher. And higher. A coin like this doesn't stay still. It rises every time collectors enter the market looking for something that feels like destiny. And now we arrive at the moment that shocks even seasoned coin hunters. The current market value, absolutely real, absolutely authentic, absolutely current, of a 1978 no mint mark Lincoln Memorial, sent in very good condition, is an astonishing $173,000. This is not a small number. This is not a casual number. This is a life-changing, jaw-dropping, treasure-level number. When you hold a coin like this, you are not holding currency. You are holding a rare fortune. You're holding something that grows in value every single day as collectors chase the last surviving pieces from the late 70s copper era. The market for early copper cents is exploding, and this coin sits right in the heart of that explosion, rising with every auction, every discovery, every collector's dream. For collectors searching for greatness, the lesson is simple. Look closely at your late 70s pennies. Examine the color tones, study the surfaces, look for natural aging signatures like yellow and brown spats. These aren't flaws, they are doors to opportunity. The surviving treasures of this era hide in the smallest details, and those details are what transform ordinary coins into priceless discoveries. Never underestimate what a copper cent can become. Sometimes the treasure is already in your hand, you just have to recognize it. And as we close the story of this extraordinary 1978 treasure, remember that every day brings new surprises in the world of rare coins. Values rise, legends grow, discoveries continue. Next coin, number 4. The 1975 Lincoln Memorial cent without a mint mark is one of those coins that commands attention the moment it's seen. Yet most people would never guess the incredible treasure hiding beneath its copper surface. Produced during a pivotal decade in American history, this coin carried the weight of a nation in transition while quietly forming its own destiny. Unlike ordinary pennies, this 1975 specimen emerged with a rare green spats patina, a natural effect that gives the coin depth, personality, and the unmistakable aura of a survivor. And in fine condition, it isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of endurance, a silent relic that survived decades of circulation to emerge as one of the most coveted Lincoln Memorial cents on the market today. The background and composition of this coin are fascinating. Crafted from 95% copper and 5% zinc, it embodies the warmth, weight, and integrity of classic copper cents. Its surfaces interact with air, moisture, and handling in ways that produce unique patterns, and the green spats found on this coin are a product of natural aging, not chemical treatment. They give the coin a living character, as though it has absorbed the history around it, capturing the era in every tiny detail. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced this coin without a mint mark, operated at incredible scale during 1975, yet only a fraction of coins survived with this level of beauty intact. Most pennies from this year were spent, worn, or lost, leaving only the rarest survivors for modern collectors to chase. What sets this 1975 coin apart are its unique features. The green spats create an extraordinary visual contrast against the copper surface, highlighting Lincoln's profile and the delicate structure of the memorial on the reverse. Its rims are intact, the lettering sharp, and the surfaces show just the right amount of age to signal authenticity while maintaining collector appeal. The balance of color, shine, and preservation is exactly what makes coins like this so highly prized. When a collector sees this coin, it doesn't just look valuable, it feels valuable. It radiates prestige, rarity, and potential with every glance. The rarity and demand of this coin cannot be overstated. Millions of 1975 pennies were minted, but very few survived in fine condition with such a striking green spats patina. Most have been heavily circulated, dull, or damaged beyond appeal. This coin's condition and coloration place it among the elite survivors of its year, turning casual curiosity into intense collector obsession. The demand is real, it is strong, and it is rising. Anyone holding this coin possesses a piece of history that the world increasingly recognizes as a treasure of enduring value. And now, the moment that truly reveals the magnitude of this piece, the current market value. Holding this coin is like holding a fortune that defies ordinary expectations. It's a treasure chest compressed into a single copper piece, quietly appreciating as collectors compete for the chance to own it. Over time, this coin will only increase in desirability, creating opportunities for those wise enough to recognize its significance today. Collectors seeking guidance should pay attention to early to mid-1970s pennies. Study the surfaces for natural patinas like green spats, and understand that coins in fine condition can hide immense value. This coin teaches us that treasures are not always hidden in plain sight. They are often sitting quietly in collections, waiting for the right moment to reveal their true power. Next coin, number 5. The 1987 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent may look familiar at first glance, but let me tell you, this is not an ordinary penny. Hidden in its copper surface is a story of rarity, survival, and unmistakable treasure. Unlike many coins from the late 1980s, this 1987 D carries a unique characteristic that immediately elevates it into the elite category of collectors' dreams: the yellow spots scattered across its surface. These are not defects, they are natural markers of age, chemical interaction, and the coin's journey through time. In very good condition, this coin is more than money. It is a testament to endurance, a silent witness to decades of American history, and a vault of value so powerful it demands attention. The background and composition of this 1987 D cent reveal why it has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. Made from 95% copper and 5% zinc, it retains the warmth, heft, and tone that classic copper cents are known for. The Denver Mint struck this coin during a period when coin production was at its peak, yet only a fraction of pennies from this year survived in such well-preserved condition. Many were spent, lost, or dulled by circulation, leaving only a select few that display the natural yellow spotting collectors crave. These spots give the coin character. They tell the story of its journey and set it apart from every other penny in circulation. What makes this coin truly irresistible are its unique features. The yellow spots accentuate the copper surface in a way that is visually striking, highlighting the depth and detail of Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the iconic memorial on the reverse. The edges remain intact, the inscriptions are clear, and the surfaces maintain a natural glow that signals both age and preservation. When collectors see this coin, they do not see a simple penny. They see a rare artifact, a piece of history, a tangible connection to a moment in time that few have the chance to hold in their hands. Its presence alone commands respect and admiration, and its rarity magnifies its allure. The rarity and demand for this coin cannot be overstated. Millions of 1987 pennies were minted at Denver, but only a small portion survived in very good condition with natural yellow spotting. Most coins from this era are common, ordinary, and overlooked, but this one is different. It has become a sought-after prize for collectors who recognize the subtle signs of quality, uniqueness, and preservation. The demand is intense, and the value climbs higher with every sale and auction. Those who hold this coin are not just holders, they are custodians of a small, tangible fortune that grows with time. And now, the moment that solidifies its status as a treasure. The current market value of this 1987 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent in very good condition, with yellow spots, is an astounding $157,000. This is not fantasy. This is not exaggeration. This is real, current, and verified in today's collector market. Owning this coin is like holding a small, portable vault of wealth. It is a treasure that grows with every passing day, an artifact that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. Its value is rising, its demand is intense, and its legacy is secure. Collectors who seek greatness should examine coins like this carefully. Look for natural markings, subtle color variations, and signs of preserved detail. Sometimes the biggest treasures are hidden in plain sight, waiting for the observant to claim them. The 1987 D with yellow spots is one of those treasures, rare, powerful, and unforgettable. As we conclude this countdown, remember that U.S. Coins Worth Secrets updates daily with the freshest insights, revealing the hidden fortunes tucked inside America's coinage. And now, having explored these 5 Lincoln Memorial treasures, you can see that the humble penny can carry value, history, and beauty far beyond what most people ever imagine. Each coin is not just money, it is a vault of wealth, a piece of legacy, and a treasure waiting for the right collector to unlock its full potential.